Imperial County Fire and the Holtville and El Centro Fire Departments responded. The fire was soon upgraded to 4-alarm status and departments were released from the scene, and the Calexico fire engine remained on site to monitor for flare-ups and hot spots. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, but it is believed that transients in the building may have caused the fire. The building formerly housed the Calexico Orthopedic Clinic, but has been unoccupied for several years.
And in other news, a welcome to the teachers. The Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce will celebrate teachers. As part of their teacher appreciation event, the chamber will donate gift bags to 2,500 teachers across the Imperial Valley. The event will take place in August, and local businesses are invited to donate items to the celebration. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather is next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Let's see if we can catch up on our CBS News headlines, and then we'll go back.
CBS News special report. The Republican presidential ticket is all set.
I formally declare President Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance as the Republican nominees for President and Vice President of the United States.
The nominees formally announced at the GOP National Convention. Mr. Trump made an unannounced appearance with a bandage on his ear after Saturday's assassination attempt. Vance, a 39-year-old senator from Ohio, found out just 20 minutes before he'd been chosen as a running mate. UVA political analyst Larry Sabato.
He's been in the Senate for 1.5 years, and that's his only elective office. Of course, Trump had no elective office at all when he was elected president.
As President Biden sees it, the two men are similar. He tells NBC News.
J.D. Vance has adopted the same policies, no exceptions on abortion.
Nikki Haley is expected to speak at the convention today. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Okay, we're back to local news, page 2. It is served by Burgers and Beer. They've got the best burgers in the valley. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
KXO local news. El Centro City Council will meet today. Here's Aaron Atadero.
There will be a closed session meeting at 11:30 a.m. at City Hall. The closed session agenda includes 2 items dealing with possible litigation and another item on a conference with real property negotiators. The council reconvenes in open session at 6 p.m. in the council chambers at City Hall. Council members will consider a resolution authorizing the acceptance of Cannabis Tax Fund Grant Program funds. Among the informational items is an update on emergency electrical repairs at the Old City Library building.
And there will be a free workshop on Project Food Box Resource. It'll be held Friday, July 19th at 10 a.m. The workshop will be held at the Womenhaven Thrift Store, 742 West Main Street in El Centro. Participants will learn about Project Food Box by Project Food Box, learn how the project can help improve your health today. For more information, go to projectfoodbox.org. And there will be a Brawley City Council meeting today. Here's Aaron Atadero.
On the consent agenda, the council is expected to approve the subdivision of a 3.2-acre site for construction of apartment houses. The parcel is located in the area of B Street between Eastern and Best Roads. The council will also discuss and possibly take action on a resolution authorizing the submission of a ballot measure for a 1% increase in the sales tax. If approved, the issue could be on the November ballot. Council members will also discuss and possibly take action regarding the dissolution of the Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. The meeting will be called in order at 6 p.m. in the Brawley City Council chambers on Main Street.
That's it for local news. KXO News Time is 7:46. We will take a look at weather in just a moment.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask for drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Check out our weekly lunch specials with a soft drink starting at only $8.50. July specials include Bud bottles for only $4.50. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says temperatures will continue to remain above normal, yielding widespread moderate heat risk, with areas of major heat risk potentially developing during the Friday-Saturday time frame. 108 our high yesterday, 84 the overnight low. Today sunny and hot with a high near 111. Heat index values will make it feel like 114. Light wind becoming south about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight mostly clear with a low around 85. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming southeast after midnight. Sunny and hot on Wednesday with a high near 111. Heat index values as high as 114. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour becoming northeast. We have 88 degrees downtown El Centro with that 55% our relative humidity. Wind is out of the southeast at 325 miles an hour. And air quality throughout the Imperial Valley right now is good. We'll go with that. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Oh, no. Stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
And right now, it's time to take a look at the world of sports. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, last night, the Home Run Derby. I find it hard to get excited about the Home Run Derby. All the years I played baseball, the only home runs I ever hit were Little League home runs, you know, where a ball dribbles down to the third baseman, he throws it away, first baseman picks it up, throws it away again, and meanwhile, I'm chugging around the bases. Anyway, the Dodgers' Teoscar Hernandez was the winner. Yep, he beat Bobby Witt Jr. in an unremarkable home run derby. So the All-Star game, well, it's tonight. And look for the kid and the veteran. As for the National League, 22-year-old phenom Paul Skeens will take the hill. And for the American League, a 7-year Major League veteran with a Cy Young Award and 4 All-Star selections, Corbin Burns will be the starting pitcher. It's the 94th Midsummer Classic. Yeah, and it will be in Texas. Yeah. Anyway, so where are we in the baseball season? Typically, you look at the All-Star break is halfway through the season, and you check out the leaders. And, well, in the American League East, it's Baltimore. In the American League Central, the Cleveland Guardians. In the American League West, it's Seattle. In the National League, in the East, Philadelphia. In Central, it's Milwaukee. And in the West, it's the Dodgers. Meanwhile, the Juan Soto saga continues. Will Soto, who's at the All-Star game, wear a different jersey next year? Anyway, Soto has represented the Nationals, the Padres this year, the Yankees next year. Who might it be?
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And the Detroit Lions announced that Calvin Johnson will be added to the team's Pride of the Lions. Yeah, and, the Hall of Fame wide receiver and the Lions appear to have kissed and made up. Johnson will be honored at the September 30th game between the Lions and the Seattle Seahawks on a Monday Night Football game. Elsewhere, the Cleveland Browns and kicker Dustin Hopkins reached agreement on a 3-year, $15.9 million extension. Oh, and golf. Tiger Woods said turning down an opportunity to captain next year's U.S. Ryder Cup team was difficult, but one he had to make because of many other commitments. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
The all-new Woman Haven thrift store in El Centro is now open to receive your donations with a convenient drive-thru. We are located at 742 West Main Street. Our drop-off hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We accept household goods, sports equipment, furniture, and more. Impact your community right here in the Imperial County in a meaningful way through your donations. For more information, visit womanhaven.org.
And it's a look at financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site, doing it 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has warned that stubborn inflation could keep interest rates higher for longer than expected, increasing fiscal and financial risks around the world. Persistently high prices for services, as well as escalating trade tensions, are propping up inflation and raising the prospect that interest rates will stay high for a while yet. According to the IMF, the warning highlights that the global economy is not yet in the clear when it comes to inflation, which explains the caution on the part of central banks in cutting interest rates. High borrowing costs, in turn, are prolonging the squeeze on household and business financing. Last week, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said central bank officials in the U.S. needed greater confidence that inflation is moving sustainably toward their 2% target before going ahead with the first interest rate cut. Elsewhere, Macy's management ended talks with private investors attempting to take over the company. They will pursue its own turnaround strategy to remake the chain. Macy's board of directors voted unanimously to end discussions with Ark House Management and Brigade Capital Management over the investors' offers to acquire the chain. Macy's said yesterday it was unclear that the investors could finance a deal, and it was not in shareholders' best interest. The investors plan to take Macy's private and consider spinning off its real estate assets or separating its online operations from brick-and-mortar stores. The investors have been trying to buy Macy's since December, but Macy's rejected a previous offer to buy the company at $21 a share in January. In March, the investors upped that offer to $24 a share. Macy's agreed to enter into talks about the bid. Now it's calling off those talks. And Google is in advanced talks to buy Wiz. Wiz, well, they make cybersecurity software for cloud computing, and it would represent a major bet by Google on cybersecurity, marking the tech giant's biggest ever acquisition. Discussions between Google and Wiz began after the startup raised $1 billion from venture capital investors earlier this year. Taking a look at the big board, mixed again. The Dow right now up 579 points at 40,796. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 up 21 points at 5651. The tech-heavy NASDAQ is off 18 at 18,455. Gold up $22.80 an ounce. You want an ounce of gold? $2,451.80. Buy it now. And oil is off 83 cents per barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 111. Heat index values will make it feel like 114. Light wind becoming south about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 85. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. Sunny and hot on Wednesday with a high near 111. Heat index values again as high as 114. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northeast. 89 degrees, 52% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast at 325 miles an hour. Right now, air quality is good throughout the Imperial Valley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, you'll find them at 4th Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. At least one death and power cut to hundreds of thousands after violent storms hit 3 states in the upper Midwest.
Sirens weren't going off or anything, and then all of a sudden the wind was so bad it got scary.
Sean Good lives in Urbandale, Iowa. Workers at the National Weather Service outside Chicago were forced to take cover, recording wind speeds up to 75 miles an hour. 120 million people are under excessive heat alerts today. Scott Henderson lives in Baltimore, where a high of 100 is expected.
You take a shower to cool off, you go outside, and then you're like back in the shower. You're sweating so much, like it's just kind of oppressive.
Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
There are heat advisories that extend all across Texas as well as Oklahoma through Illinois and Indiana. Up and down the I-95 corridor, we have heat advisories that go from southwest sections of Florida, even into Maine.
The focus is on how security handled the Pennsylvania rally where a gunman tried to assassinate former President Trump. CBS's Charlie DeMar.
The Butler County Sheriff says his department, which was on scene, was not responsible for sweeping the roof where the shooter was perched.
The sheriff's office was not asked to do that, and I don't know whose responsibility that would have been.
Sources tell CBS News that the Secret Service didn't clear it either, since it was outside the secure perimeter. But a source with direct knowledge of the incident says 3 snipers from local law enforcement were staged within the building just beneath the shooter.
Well, Trump appeared yesterday at the Republican convention with an ear bandage 2 days after the shooting, his party nominating him for a third time. He was there with his newly chosen running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, who was once an outspoken Trump critic.
While Monday's theme was Make America Wealthy once again, tonight's theme is Make America Safe once again. It's believed the final speaker of the night will be Trump's one-time rival, Nikki Haley. She was initially not invited to speak and was not going to be here, but was apparently invited after the weekend assassination attempt on the former president. It's believed she will speak on that issue, making America safe, while also trying to unify the party. Matt Piper, CBS News, Milwaukee.
President Biden resumes campaigning today. He'll speak to the NAACP in Las Vegas. The government says retail sales were unchanged in June, cooling off from May. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Overall, sales are up 2.3% from a year ago, and this largely reflects what economists are expecting, that consumers are generally pulling back on their spending.
Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 560 points. This is CBS News.
Switch to T-Mobile and save with tons of benefits on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use the savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With autopay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
A famed Italian countryside estate is up for sale.
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you.
Via della Prata, the 16th century home of the real Mona Lisa and her husband, Francesco del Giocondo, has hit the market for the equivalent of more than $19 million. The 30,000-plus foot property outside Florence has 14 bedrooms and 15 bathrooms on almost 67 acres. It includes some things Leonardo da Vinci's subject never dreamed of, a tennis court and a fitness room, plus a private chapel, swimming pool, and double opposing staircases that deliver you from the English garden straight to the villa's entrance. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Walmart is relaunching its 30-year-old clothing brand for teenagers and young adults today with a new 130-piece fall collection aimed at Gen Z. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
I don't like it. I love it.